Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Julia, and I'm with JuliaSue'sStamping. If this is your first time here, like I said, welcome. And if you've been here before, I'm so glad that you've come back. We're going to have a great time today. And this is a very simple card with a great template. I'll have everything listed up on my blog for you, all the measurements, all the details. So please be sure you check it out. I'm so excited to be here. Yay. All right. I live in Northeast Ohio, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So everything I will use today is Stampin' Up! Some of it is a little bit of retired product because I have it and I see no reason to not use that. Most everything though is current and you'll be able to get your hands on it. If not right now, then there is something that is from the new catalog that is coming out and will be available in September. A little mini catalog. If you would like to get your hands on one, let me know. I'll get it right to you. I am going to show a card with lots of fun layers and lots of different ways that you can do it. So I think it's great and I hope that you enjoy it. Are you ready? Let's go. This is the item that is going to be available in the mini catalog. It is Natural Tones Linen Thread and it's so cool. It is really pretty. It's got this kind of a the copper clay color. It also has this gorgeous, pretty much night of navy type of color and a mossy meadow. I'm not positive if these are the right names that I'm giving them, but I'm using this one today. I'll put the other two back into the package for the moment. I keep all of my threads and stuff in this nice little container. As you can see, I have a lot of them and some of them are kind of loose in there and trying to escape. But it's a good way for me to keep track of them. So fortunately right now I still have this in the bag and I can tell you what it is. Most of the time I don't have that. All right, this is a Night of Navy stamp, ink pad, and then all of those things. We're using the Changing Leaves stamp set today, along with the coordinating dies that are also Changing Leaves. It's got one that goes in the whole embossing folder so that you can cut out and emboss at the same time, and then also these other great shapes of leaves and sentiment pieces that you can use. Then we're also using the embossing folder of the Changing Leaves embossing folder, and it's just beautiful. And you can see it's already well loved. I've cut out a lot of the shapes already and emboss them at the same time with this one, so it's been well used. It's a really nice coordinating suite to have all these, and I did mark embossing folder and dies on the base of my stamp set so that I can remember to use them. Otherwise I tend to forget. And then the colors today are an Azure Afternoon that has been cut and then scored to be the usual base size. For the inside, I've got some Night of Navy with some basic white to go on top of that so that we have plenty of room for the sentiment. Then I have some scrap of Fresh Freesia and basic white. Then the Designer Series paper today is from the Bright and Beautiful with a nice mat of Night of Navy. So getting started on these, as usual, what I'd like to do first is put the inside together so I don't accidentally lose it, because I am extremely good at doing that. No matter how clean my table is, my stamping table, it seems like I set something down and then I'm looking for it a moment later going, okay, I just had it. Where in the world did it go? I can't find it. So I try as much as I can to put the inside as quickly as I can so I don't accidentally lose it. putting that in there. And then one of the things I like when I've got the two different colors inside is I don't feel like I need to stamp or do anything else. It's already decorated and ready to go. This card is going to be a landscape style, so I'm going to have it be like that. Then I'm going to put these pieces on. What I'm going to do first with the fresh freesia is I'm going to emboss it using the embossing folder. I choose, since it's a small piece, I choose a bit of it that I think will show a lot of the leaves and some definition, and try to keep the stems out of it just because that's how this piece is going to go on here. So I already did that with a little piece of the fresh freesia. As you can see, it's got the embossing on it and it's ready to go onto the project. I'm going to use the glue, and I have, like I said, I have all the measurements up on my blog, so please check it out, and also a template for you of this layout. So I have the fresh freesia and the pieces of designer series paper and putting them onto this mat that I've cut. And I'm just doing it as a dry run to make sure that they'll all fit and make sure I'm okay with how they look. Now's the time to kind of move them around if I wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of the glue on here. Just a little bit will do. And then lay it onto the mat. And the glue gives me a little opportunity to move it on the mat if I want to, and also helps allow that embossed image to stay nice and embossed instead of accidentally getting squished by using the tape ruler on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that next piece of the designer series paper down. And lastly, this other piece, like I said, this is from the Bright and Beautiful, which is on sale now through Stampin' Up! Until the end of August. So only a couple more days. Can you believe it's the end of August already? If you're watching this in real time. There. So a lot of the card is, believe it or not, done already. And now I'm going to use dimensionals to lift this up. Since this is a bigger piece, I'm going to put one in the middle as well to help keep it from bowing down when it's on our card base. Then take off the paper backing from the dimensionals, set that aside. And then I'm going to lay it down though. So do you think it should go this way or this way? I think I like this. And just put it all on there. Very nice. Okay, so we got the inside and the outside almost completely done. And next I'm going to use my basic white piece of scrap, and out of the die I'm going to go ahead and use this one, and it's got little perforations on it so that it will look like it's stitched. And I've got that right here. Can you see the little stitching around the outside? So I've got that all ready to go. And then from the stamp set, I have the little thank you with the Night of Navy ink. Stamp that up. And simply go down and up for that image. So now we've got the thank you all set. And I'm going to grab out this ribbon, the thread that I wanted to use. Okay, to put it onto the back, I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive down onto the back of my sentiment. And then I'm going to lay the thread down and wrap it a couple of times. So I'll just go like that, and I drag it through that adhesive so it stays the way I want it to. And I'm going to put the ribbon, the thread, twist it around again. there. All right, so making sure it's on the adhesive, and then using the paper snips, cut that off. Okay, yeah, I like the way that thread looks on there. And now using a couple of the dimensionals, put them onto the back. Take the paper backing off of the dimensionals, set it aside, and then I will just put this right on top of here. Oops, it's not even, is it? There we go. Because, you know, it's a handmade card, and so I always have to have something on it. Okay. Wow, I really like this. I think I'll just trim this a tiny bit more here, and maybe I'll trim this a little bit more here. No maybe about it, I am trimming that. All right, so how cool is that? And quick and easy. Beautiful, easy template makes a really great card. So once you have the idea of the template, you'll see how easy it is to do these. I also made it in a melon mambo with a flirty flamingo up here. Exact same layout, only this time it's in a portrait style. So you can see how nicely that one turned out. I've got it in a crushed curry. Oh, and this paper is the Flowering Zinnias Designer Series paper, but the same embossing folder. And look how nicely that turned out. Same stamp set. This is the retired cord. Like I was saying before, that I would use a little bit of retired stuff because I have it. And it's in silver. So really pretty, the Flowering Zinnias Designer Series paper. This one is the Full of Life Designer Series paper. Again, I've got the lemon lime twist, and I use that same embossing folder. How cool is that with the black? I think that looks so elegant and just outstanding. Anyone is going to love to get that. Thank you. This one is with a Lost Lagoon, and it has the gold cord around it. And this one is, let's see, I think this is the Thoughtful Journeys Designer Series paper. I have to really think about it. And the pretty peacock here with the exact same embossing folder, same stamp set. And then I did this one in a landscape as well. And this is using the A Little Latte Designer Series paper. Exact same layout. Again, same embossing folder. This is a Calypso Coral. How fun, right? I mean, look at these. They're just so easy, so quick to put together. And last one that I want to share with you, I did with the Meandering Meadows Designer Series paper with the basic white and the same embossing folder, again, same stamp set, and a blueberry bushel, I think it's called, cardstock. So yeah, really excited about those. Nice cards and easy layout, and everything will be up on my blog and easy for you to see, so you can make some of these on your own if you want. All right, if you already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, that's fabulous, but if you don't and you choose to use me, I appreciate that. And for the envelope, I would suggest running it through the embossing folder so that the flap has that beautiful embossing on it to coordinate with your awesome cards. All right, that's it. That's it. How easy is that? Really quick card, and it's easy to make cards when you have a template or you have a sketch to use. So I would love to help share a sketch with you, a template, and help you create some fabulous cards too. It's good for you mentally, it helps you, and it's great to share the love. Remember, a card is a hug with a fold in the middle, right? So happy crafting. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.